Hi Mermaid Junkies, how are you? It's been a long time, a little over a year actually, but I just wanted to say a few things to you. Welcome all of you that have been here along this journey with me and this transitioning that's been taking place for the year and where I've been. That's what I wanted to really touch base with. There's so many of you that were so wonderful and welcoming to me and always encouraged me, and I just wanted you to know sincerely and physically, I wanted to just get on camera and tell you how much I really appreciate all of your support and your words of encouragement and everything that I was going through. And that's why I've been away. And so for the ones that don't know why I've been away, it's because I was actually, when I had started Mermaid Junkie TV, little did I know where that was going to take me, and I wasn't quite sure what I was doing and why I was doing it. I just knew that I wanted to inspire and help people, because I found that I was struggling a lot in my own personal life, and I've always been very closed off. And I don't know if it's the way I was raised or not wanting to feel vulnerable in front of people or what it was, but I started Mermaid Junkie TV because I really felt like I needed an outlet. Like my kids were getting older and I felt like that empty nest syndrome was taking place, and I was having problems in my marriage, and I didn't know where else to go. And I don't want to cry, and I didn't know who to turn to. And so basically that's why I started Mermaid Junkie TV, is because I felt so alone, and I thought that if I felt that way, and that if I could maybe talk to you through the camera, that it would help me to figure out stuff. And it certainly did help me to figure out stuff. And I just really want you to know how much you visiting my channel. I know I kind of got to where maybe I wasn't giving you everything of myself because I was still hurting, and I didn't know how to say certain things without feeling judged and all of that. And I just want you to know that it's not about the numbers. I'm so sorry if I ever seemed like I was more into, having subscribers or people to follow me on my page and stuff. And I know that a lot of times they're going through my divorce. It was like a real big transition because Mitch and I had been together for over 30 years. And so there was a huge divide when we divorced. And I just want each of you to know that if you still follow Mitch on his page, and I know a lot of you guys are still fans of his, and he's actually the one that encouraged people to go to my page at one time and like my page and stuff. And I do appreciate, the efforts that Mitch made and everything. And I guess it just never seemed to be enough. And I felt, I started to gain, and I know you guys noticed this too in my other videos, that I started to gain a lot of resentment and a lot of anger, because I had felt like, because now I'm almost 45, I'd felt like I had given my whole life. And I wonder if this happens to a lot of women, men too, but I'm wondering if it, moms and women, that I married very young, and I met Mitch when I was 14, and so I was like a 9th grader in high school. And so, we traveled around the country, and Mitch is in entertainment and everything. And so I always knew since I was like 21 years old that I wanted to do and inspire people. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do and how it was going to come about. I mean, I had a lot of deja vu moments and stuff like that, and things that I knew intuitively, but I really hadn't really been decisive about it. And I'm sure that was a little bit of the division with Mitch and I too, is because Mitch never thought that I was a focused person. And it wasn't that I wasn't focused, it had been that I had always spent my entire marriage, and it was no fault mostly of, not all his fault, but a lot of it was my fault. But I felt like I wanted to be a good mommy, and I wanted to be there for my kids. And so I felt like in order for me to live my dreams, that I was going to have to put that on hold for a while. And so I just supported Mitch, and I really put forth, like I said, we'll live in a tent in the woods if that means that you could, have no money. Because in the beginning, Mitch and I mean, for a very long time, we never had money. But I always said, I want you to go to work every single day, and I want you to love what you do. And I knew he loved TV, and I knew he always wanted to be on TV, and I thought that was wonderful and beautiful. And so, and I guess what happened as the resentment grew, I started to realize that through different arguments, if you hear that little noise, it's Ollie. He's sitting on the floor by me. I started to realize that I had given and given, I felt like, in this marriage. And this wasn't the only breakdown, you guys. I mean, it was a culmination of a lot of things. But one of the biggest divisions in our marriage was when it was time for me to start doing my own thing, and for me wanting Mitch to support me the way that I had supported him all of these years, that I thought I was going to get that exact same thing back. And when it didn't happen, and I realized it wasn't ever going to happen, through some numerous tumultuous arguments and really angry, just not volatile, I guess you wouldn't say. I mean, we never put our hands on each other or anything, but it was just all out like war, because I felt so defeated and I felt so angry. And like I said, that wasn't the only reason, but that was one of the things when we left California. And I know if you've seen some of my previous videos, how there was a lot of contention in our marriage. Like there was this tit for tat. And a lot of times people, I think, thought that was our whole like rapport with each other, like we bantered. But there was a lot of underpinnings in that, where there was just a lot of resentment. Mitch had tons of resentment with me. I had tons of resentment with him. And when we moved from California, because I never wanted to leave California, had gotten to the point we had moved 21 times in our marriage, and we'd been married 24 years, almost 25, that I just said, done. I'm done. I'm not moving anymore. When is it my turn? When it's Raquel's turn to pick? You know what I mean? Like, I just felt so defeated, and I felt so like at the bottom of the depths of despair. And so I just retreated, you guys, and I just went into a deep hole and just shut everybody out. I shut my kids out. I like white-walled the couch for a year. I mean, and you may have not known that. I'm sure you didn't know it, but I mean, like, I was sleeping on the couch for like an entire year because I was just so like, I was losing my freaking mind, and I didn't know where to go or who to turn to. And so I turned to Mermaid Junkie TV. Like, I created the channel, and I just thought, I'm hell-bent on making this work for me. This is my only avenue that I have control over this. You know, I didn't have control of anything else in my life, and so I felt like I can put out whatever the freak I want on this channel. I can say whatever I want, even though I never really did, because I was still a little bit shy. But after everything, and now I've just changed completely. Like, I am utterly I feel like I'm a totally different human being. I feel like I'm not that same girl. I'm not that same mother. I'm not that same friend. It's just a completely different, I feel like I'm a different person. I feel like I'm really who I was supposed to be all along. And anyway, I know this is a big rambling session, and it's been a long time coming, and I wanted to just clarify to y'all, you know, and I'm going to get back into the whole thing and add a bunch more fun things onto my channel. And I apologize, you know, I've said, oh, I'm going to put this video out, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and whatever. And I just didn't do it, and I apologize for that. And I apologize for, you know, if I ever made you feel like I wasn't sincere, or if I didn't really care about you. And maybe it was selfish on my part to some degree, because I just didn't know what else to do as far as like how to try to mend myself through my pain. And I hope that some of you can relate to this on your journey, and that I am full throttle. I mean, I am really going to be here for you, and I feel like you deserve that. You deserve for, you know, maybe there's somebody out there that feels alone like I did. And if you can just think that you're not alone and feel not alone, it's so much better. And anyway, I just wanted you to know how much I appreciate you, and I hope that you continue to hang out with me and just spend time with me, and we can have a lot of fun too. And so I just wanted you to know that. And starting today, if you want to go to my Mermaid Junkie TV on YouTube, and if you subscribe and then come back to my fan page, I don't know if you know, my fan page and my regular page, it's a personal page, is under the same name, but the one says public figure, where it's the one that has, you know, welcome to my underwater world. That's my fan page, but the other one is my personal page. So if you'd go back to that one and then say that you subscribe to my channel, I'm going to do a giveaway on in celebration of my channel and my new life, and also in celebration of I'm getting married in 7 days, and I'm so excited that I'm going to do a giveaway. It's going to be two things. One is going to be a little mermaid junkie, little mermaidling. I'm going to do it to whatever you want, whoever wins. And then I also have another surprise that I'm going to actually make you something else. And obviously, you know, it's going to have something themed to do around mermaids, because that's what my channel, my niche is all about. So I think you'll love it. So anyway, if you will go back, and I'll put a link and everything too. So I just wanted you to know how much I love you, and thank you so much. And I think I hit over 150, and that may not sound like a lot to some people, and I don't really care about the number. I used to care about numbers. I freaking don't even care now, but I just think it's nice that I hit 100 and I think like 30 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and on some of my social media and stuff, and so, and like several thousand, and so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And as always, I'm yours until my next swim. Ciao. Have a great weekend.